name's Amanda. I am owner of Bodycore Pilates studio in Hoylake. I've been teaching around 12 years now. Been in the fitness industry itself since 1996. I am based in Hoylake. Wirral, so it's a studio which is easy to find. I am a mat work studio, it's all mat work, and I'm hoping within the next 12 months as well to introduce more equipment into the studio. Studio is 30 seconds from Hoylake station. We've got a bus stop as well right by us. Very central, lots of car parking facilities, which was a must when I was looking for the studio. If you want to get in touch with me, of course you can always get in touch online, internet, www.bodycorepilates.co.uk.
What is Pilates?
Pilates is a practice which has been going for many years. It was a practice by a man, Joe Pilates. It's an exercise, it's a way of life, it's a form of movement which enables us to function more correctly, to move, to live our everyday life. So it consists of a series of different exercises, different movements. It's all about body awareness, it's based around principles. It's very much strength as well as flexibility, it's very much relaxation as well as energizing. It's a hard practice to describe just in a few sentences. It's something which needs to be sort of seen. You need to really join in a class to actually know what Pilates is. It is a man's surname and it was originally called Contrology.
Who can do Pilates?
It is something for anybody, everybody. Obviously, there's situations where we're coming up and down from a mat, people that can get onto the floor. As long as you can move, as long as you can breathe, you've got an understanding, you know, it is for anybody from children. In fact, I would say children need to start sort of from 13, 14. It's very postural based. So yeah, it is for anybody. I would look at the older adult differently because suddenly taking up a different form of exercise. Any exercise you would need to definitely sort of look into that. But it's for anybody, men, women, kids.
Whereabouts is Bodycore Pilates studio?
Hoylake is in Wirral. It's a very centralised area. It's 30 seconds away from Hoylake station, literally 30 seconds off the train and you're here. We've got a bus stop just to the sort of the top of the other side of the road, loads of parking. It's not far from the sea, so it's a nice area. It's a quiet area. And always, as I say, loads of parking facilities, which was a huge must for me when I was looking for a studio.
Do you have to be really fit to start Pilates?
No, you don't. And a lot of people have that misconception that you've got to be really flexible and really strong before you actually come to the class. No, I have people who have never maybe done Pilates ever. They could be a 60+ adult, from somebody that could be a 20-year-old dancer, gymnast. You know, I teach people from the fittest to the most unfit. It's a practice on its own. Whatever level you're at in your life, we can start from basics and build yourself up. So no, definitely not. You know, never let that frighten you.
How often do I have to do Pilates?
Pilates practice as often as you can. Even if you just come in once a week, you're going to gain some benefit from not doing it. I do have people that come sort of 2-3 times a week. Ideally, once you've been practicing for a while, you'll practice at home. You'll have the sequence of moves. You will practice the actual moves at home. Pilates itself, it'll become a way of your life. It's how you sit, how you stand. You'll have that sort of postural brain sort of muscle connection. The bad posture will start to sort of drop out. So it's part of everyday life. Practice it as often as you can.
If I've got injuries, am I still allowed to do Pilates?
Depending on what the injury is, I would certainly ask you to get a letter from your doctor. I would need to perhaps speak to the GP or any medical specialist you're under. 90% of back issues are muscular. I would always sort of make sure that there is no sort of spinal, any disc problems. But to be honest, I teach so many people who come to me with back issues or medical conditions, and up to now, all the years I've been teaching, they've all had positive results from it. So yeah, of course we'd have to go down the medical path. I'm not a medical practitioner, but yeah, really Pilates, the way lifestyle is today, is very much for people who have postural issues. day to day. You know, we're always sitting down, laptops, texting. Our lifestyle today for everybody is causing the issues which have come about. Okay, depending on what you're coming to Pilates for, because yes, a lot of people do come to tone up, and my God, it does tone you up. You know, and Joseph Pilates always said within 10 sessions you start to feel the difference. 20 sessions, you know, you'll really start to see the difference, and within 30 you sort of can change body shape. It depends how often you practice. Of course it does, how much you put it into everyday life. Pilates should be mixed with a bit of cardiovascular as well. So you've got to remember, Pilates, the practice itself, the sessions, is not so much cardiovascular fat burning. So it's not, you know, yeah, we can get out of breath with some of the moves, but it's very much a practice which is based around flexibility, strength, and mobility, as opposed to cardiovascular. So definitely with, you know, a healthy eating plan, with your cardiovascular training and Pilates, even within 6 weeks, you know, you're going to start to be aware. I've had people that have said they felt different even after a week, one session. So from person to person, it varies.